Stephen Thompson with us in the studio this evening. It was hard to see past the Edinburgh derby as the tie of the William Hill Scottish Cup 5th round. Few Hearts and Hibs clashes had whetted the appetite quite as much as the prospect of this one. Hearts and Hibs in different divisions. Would there be much between the sides on the pitch? At Tynecastle for us was Alistair Lamont.
It's a special day at Tynecastle, despite the howling wind and heavy rain. The first and perhaps only Edinburgh derby of the season, awaited with relish by both sets of supporters, and usually both teams go into the fixture in excellent form. And though Hearts is the home team and the Premiership side must be classed as favourites, Hibernian improved in the League Cup semi against St Johnstone here last weekend. They are a force to be reckoned with. Hearts haven't played for a fortnight, and in that period Osman Sow and Billy King have departed Tynecastle, and with Igor Rossi suspended, Jordan McGee, Sam Nicholson and new signing Abiola Dauda come into the team. Since last weekend's semi-final, Hibs have also had a league match to deal with. Alan Stubbs' side beat Morton on Tuesday, but reintroduced Gray, Hanlon, Batley and Cummings to the starting lineup. It's a baptism of fire for Hearts deadline day, signing Abiola Dauda. He replaces the club's top scorer Sow, but the Nigerian says an Edinburgh derby won't face him, having played in the Belgrade equivalent for Red Star. Hibs have a serious goal threat of their own. Many a Premiership club would welcome the partnership of Jason Cummings and Anthony Stokes. Stokes has 2 goals in his 2 appearances since returning to Easter Road. Cummings' penalty here against St Johnstone was his 18th of the season. Both sides optimistic coming into this match, confident as a result of the excellent form they've shown over the course of the season. Slack pass. Anderson gets it to Cummings, who in turn releases Lewis Stevenson into the feet of McGinn. Such an impressive performer here last weekend, including a stunning goal. Stevenson now. To McGinn. To throw in off Callum Patterson. Can Hibernian draw first blood at Tynecastle? That's a good effort from McGinn, forcing Neil Alexander into the diving save. And the first corner kick of the match goes the way of the visitors. John McGinn full of confidence, and that was going to curl inside of Neil Alexander's left-hand post. And out of play for a corner kick to be taken by Liam Henderson. Running with a real chance here, Cummings shows offside, and the Hibs celebrations are quickly curtailed. Oh, Cummings questioning the decision of the assistant referee with a wry smile, but Hearts' marking wasn't good here, and it's a correct decision. You can see Cummings closer to the goal than the Hearts defender, and Craig Thompson just making sure Jason Cummings understands that. Alan Stubbs is a joke with the 4th official. He'll be very pleased by the way things have begun for his side. No sign of nerves, that's for sure. Out to Lewis Stevenson. Picks out Liam Henderson. First Stevenson. It's going to run out for a corner kick. And Hibernian with another opportunity to put a bit of pressure on Neil Alexander's goal. Neither side has really been able to force the opposition keeper into a save of any note other than John McGinn's effort. Here's another chance for Hibernian, and it's a flick just over the crossbar from Anthony Stokes. He got just enough on it to direct it goalwards, and unfortunately for the on-loan striker, it was just too high. Albie Nielsen has seen his side perform admirably in their first season back in the Premiership, but outfought at the moment by Hibernian. Jordan McGee able to get the cross in, almost came as far as Don Cowie, and the challenge on McGinn from Patterson. Hearts take a quick throw in. Bartley gets across to close play down. And Hearts now have a corner kick. Can they create their first opening of the match? It was down in the penalty area, but Craig Thompson points in the opposite direction. It'll be a Hibernian free kick. See Darren McGregor certainly holding on to the arm there of Augustine. Craig Thompson deciding there's an infringement in the opposite direction. And McGregor will have to watch this one with Dowda closing him down. Challenged by Henderson. That's an almighty tussle, and the decision goes Hearts' way, quickly taken by Payardo. Look at the room that Callum Patterson has now. John McGinn goes across to close him down. The clearance falls only for Jim, who hits it! And boy, does he hit it! And what a goal from Arnaud Jim! And Hearts make the breakthrough in the Edinburgh Derby. Quite a beautiful strike from the Hearts midfielder. A fifth goal of the season for Arnaud Jum. And has he hit any sweeter than this? Absolutely no chance for Mark Oxley. And Hearts of Midlothian move in front against their Edinburgh rivals. It's their first shot on goal, really. Oh, what a shot on goal it was. There's the reaction from the Hearts head coach. It's Cummings. Henderson, a bit of trickery from him, taken down by McGee. And a free kick in a promising position for Hibernian. 10 minutes of the first half remaining. What can Hibs do to respond to that Arnaud Jum opener? Liam Henderson, it's a good free kick in, really dangerous. Hearts managed to get it clear though, thumped away by Dowda. It's a very good delivery from Liam Henderson, just begging to be headed into the net. Anthony Stokes was closest to it for Hibernian. Hibernian, for all their possession, haven't managed to make the breakthrough and find themselves behind. Cowie, Patterson. In over Riley, but it falls from Nicholson inside the penalty area. What a finish from Sam Nicholson, and Hearts have doubled the lead. Terrific goal from Sam Nicholson, the fifth of the season for the winger, and Hearts really are in command. 3 minutes before the interval, again Patterson given far too much room to dig out the cross. Nicholson likewise had plenty of space inside the Hibernian penalty area, and he made the most of it with a fine drive past Oxley. It's Hearts 2, Hibernian 0. And Hearts have 1 foot in the Scottish Cup quarter-final, surely. John McGinn, what can he produce? Past one player and another, and a free kick given by Craig Thompson. Might have let that continue as Bartley was in a decent position, but nonetheless this is dangerous as far as Hearts are concerned. Stokes with a 4-man Hearts wall in front of him, plenty of Hibs jerseys in the box should there be anything back in the way of rebounds, and that's desperately poor from Anthony Stokes. Just what Hibernian didn't want. Well off target. Alan Stubbs ponders what he might do in this second half to try to get back into the match. Henderson's free kick flicked on there by Gunnarsson. Good save, Neil Alexander. The flashing header from the substitute Gunnarsson. Good delivery again from Henderson. And Alexander saw that all the way. Bartley nicely away from Cowie, looking for options. Here's Henderson. McGinn now. He needs his creativity to produce something. Here's Henderson, that's sad ball for Stokes, can he get a shot away? Side netting only for Anthony Stokes. He's got 2 goals since his return to the Easter Road club. How he would have hoped to have made it 3 there to get Hibs back into this match. And he sliced it wide of Neil Alexander's goal. Henderson doing well. McGinn now for Cummings, he's taken out of play by Oshinua, who claims he took the ball. Craig Thompson doesn't agree. That'll be another booking for a Hearts player. This time it's the substitute. 2 goals as a Hibs player against Hearts from his previous time at the club. And make that 3, low shot, and it's not too far away from Anthony Stokes this time, but still it didn't test Neil Alexander, and Hearts breathe again. Alan Stubbs has seen his side produce a marvellous run of form, only 1 defeat in the last 24 matches. Paul Hanlon finds Cummings. Bartley stepping away from Gallardo until he's taken down. The free kick's quickly taken. Kevin Thompson thought he was impeded, and Craig Thompson agrees. Again, a free kick taken very quickly by Hibs, who know time is against them. Henderson's cross, Cummings' header, it's into the net! And Hibs have a goal back and game on at Tynecastle. Jason Cummings' 19th goal of the season, and could it be one of the most precious? A beautiful header, Henderson's cross. Neil Alexander just watched it loop over him and into the corner of the net, and it really is a Scottish Cup tie with 10 minutes remaining. Hibernian right back in this. Oh, what a 10 minutes we have in store here at Tynecastle. Flick from Stokes to McGinn. Now Stevenson inside the penalty area. Shot on straight at Neil Alexander on this occasion. And the Hearts fans, you can feel the anxiety around Tynecastle. It's the Hibernian supporters celebrating behind the goal of Neil Alexander. Looked like a shove from Lewis Stevenson, and indeed Craig Thompson agrees. Callum Patterson will send it in towards Hibs penalty area. There gets something on it, and narrowly wide of goal. And almost a debut goal for the striker. Lovely glancing header. Oxley wasn't getting there. Hibs already moving. Stevenson looked like he was clipped, and Craig Thompson spotted that. And Hibs get the free kick. We're in the final minute of the 90. There will be quite a few minutes to be added on. John McGinn prepares to fire this ball into the Hearts penalty area. McGregor was up there, it's a corner kick to Hibernian. Craig Thompson has spotted a bit of barging in the 6-yard box. He's one of the players to cut that out as McGinn prepares to curl this in towards goals. McGregor, good save. Hanlon returns it, it's into the net! Unbelievable! Hibernian have snatched it to level things up. Quite incredible scenes at Tynecastle as Hibs come from 2 goals down. Lovely ball in from McGinn. It was McGregor's header initially. Hanlon returned it, and Neil Alexander couldn't reach it. And it's quite startling stuff here in the Edinburgh Derby. The Hibs fans in raptures behind Neil Alexander's goal. Paul Hanlon booked for the celebrations. Alan Stubbs in celebratory mood. And in injury time, Hibs have surely earned a replay. Hearts might not be finished just yet. Don Cowie. Oh, unbelievable! Almost an own goal from Gunnarsson. Oh, the relief is large on the face of Nicholas Gunnarsson. What a finish to the match that would have been. As we move into the final minute of injury time, can Hearts produce a winner? There's Augustine off the line. Still the danger not cleared. Cowie has a blast at goal. Now Gunnarsson hacks it clear, and Hibs mount the counter-attack. It's Anthony Stokes, it's 2 against 2. Cummings is the target. It's just a bit heavy for him, and he's not going to reach it. Oh, this has been quite astonishing in the closing stages at Tynecastle. Hearts coming so close to winning that, but eventually Hibs scrambled it clear, and Craig Thompson brings a pulsating Scottish Cup tie to an end, and it will be a replay at Easter Road. We'll do it all again. It finished at Tynecastle, Hearts 2, Hibernian 2.
I never doubt this team. I never doubt me players that I've got. I knew that, you know, we would have to score, you know, sooner rather than later. But I always felt once we scored that we were going to get the second. You know, you have to look at the amount of possession, second balls, you know, that we had in the second half. You know, we've come here and we've really took the game to a really good Hearts team. You know, and I feel we deserved, you know, the draw that we got in the end.
I thought first half we played really well. Second half we kind of handed Hibs the initiative by, you know, not pressing as well as we should have, and then to lose 2 bad goals at the end. But hey, look, you know, it's a replay. It's another money spinner for both teams. It's going to be another huge game to be involved in, and it's one we need to, you know, look forward to again.
Right, before we get to the technical aspects, Stephen, what a game.
It was brilliant. It had everything. There was a lot of expectation before the match about it, and it certainly didn't disappoint. It was played at a furious tempo. Hibs probably started the brighter team, and then Hearts kind of started to find their gear, and they were ruthless, Hearts, in that first half. Didn't have a lot of opportunities, but they took their 2 opportunities very, very well.
Yeah, great goals when they came. A boom from Joom and a bam from Sam.
Good, Jonathan. Aye, well it was. Patterson found himself in a lot of space from switcher plays, and Louis Stevenson should deal with that with his feet. I don't know why he's going for a header, but you cannot. I mean, that is an unbelievable finish. The angle's against him, and you can see Patterson calling for the ball here in acres of space, 20-30 yards, because of Hibs' narrow midfield, and he puts a bad ball into the box, but it's not dealt with properly, and Joom takes a touch, and when he hits this, the goalkeeper's at full stretch, but there's just no stopping it. It's an unbelievable finish. He's
got good quality as a player, hasn't he?
He does. I've been impressed with him. He's aggressive as well, and I think that's his 5th goal of the season, but he's definitely been a good bit of business. And again, it was Patterson on the right-hand side who finds himself in space. This is a wonderful pass, and Nicholson ghosts in at the back post. A lovely touch and a great finish through the legs. David Graham might be a wee bit disappointed that following Riley's run in and not being aware so much of Sam Nicholson behind him, but you can't take away anything from the touch and the finish. And at this point in time, you know, I really couldn't see a way back into the game for Hibernian.
Absolutely. Hearts very much on top at that point, but it was a thrilling comeback in the end from Hibs, Pat, and an audacious header from Cummings.
Absolutely stunning. I mean, the build-up, there was 2 quick free kicks taken within a couple of seconds each other, which obviously Anstals would be delighted with. The cross, how he digs that out is almost beyond me. But the header, that's just ridiculous. And he knows exactly what he's doing. There is no luck in that goal whatsoever. He gets his neck round it, he gets so much power in it, but the job's only half done. Now look at this, Oskar's going off. See that area that's shaded there? That's what Oskar would normally go to. Neil Alexander, he has to be blocked. So we put it into that area where Oskar can't get to. Neil Alexander's been blocked, and that's why Hibs get the chance. But it's more than that. Have a look at it. McGregor gets a header, but look at this. Just a little nudge. Not much. And it's used as, you know, momentum going forward. And from that, it gets a little yard or two, and Hibs get it. Now, that's nothing against Hibs. That's what happens at corner kicks, and you have to use it. But there was such a desire in that Hibs team at that point in time that you kind of felt it was coming. And Hanlon, he was another player who played well, and he deserved that goal.
Let's hear from the scorer of that Hibs equaliser, the second of the goal in that match, Paul Hanlon.
I think we're a bit down, to be honest, but the manager picked us back up, said the next goal and you're right back in it, and we believed that. And all credit to the manager for clearing us, and no, it's just great that we've managed to get a replay of the game. We're not going into any game with any fear, no matter who the opposition is at the minute, and it's a great thing to have in the dressing room, going into every game full of confidence, knowing that you could win the game. So obviously we managed to get a draw from being 2-0 down today, and it feels a bit like a win, but no, we're looking forward to the replay now.
Paul Hanlon there on how Alan Stubbs picked the team up, but Pat, what did Alan Stubbs actually do to turn things around for Hibs in the second half?
Well, I think he knew there was going to be more space in that second half, but I think there was a tactical change, and I don't know if it was deliberate or not. Gray got injured, and on came Gunnarsson, and I think it had an immediate impact. A number of things he did differently, and he's a big, strong lad, he's got lots of pace, but just his positioning when he wanted to get the ball. Have a look at the ball when it's first played out to him here. He's getting the ball there almost as a right winger. Normally your full-back was getting it back there, you've got a long way to go. That's totally and utterly changed it. It's made a lot of differences to that. When the ball actually comes out to him, he's only got one touch, then two touch, and then they're in to almost the 18-yard line, and it's changed it. It's given a lot more impetus going forward. Once again, get the ball there, just pause it here, have a look at his position there. That's your right full-back back there.
Sure.
Now that's really high up the pitch. That's a winger's position. That's a good winger's position. And because he's there, he's stretching that defence. The full-back's going to come out to him, and of course, that's opening gaps for the people at Stokes to get through there. So it's asking an awful lot of different questions there to the Hearts players, and they fall further and further back all the way through it. But look at Gunnarsson, he's not stopped. He's still all that way up the park there. And that's not a great ball out to him, but he managed to get a corner. And of course, Hibernian got one of their goals from a corner kick. So continually up that line there, asking questions. Once again, if you get the ball that high up, all you have to do is take a touch or two and put it in the middle. It's not a great cross, but at least a chance and a shot on goal. Now, it was really impressive when he was on the ball going up that right wing. But if you get a set piece and your right full-back happens to be 6'2", well, this is going to help you as well, because you put the ball in there, and this could have been a great start from. But even this gave the Hibs fans behind that goal a massive lift. They started believing they're getting chances, and they've got a good opportunity to maybe get back in the game.
But of course, when you push men up, it leaves you more exposed at the back.
Yeah, of course, but I think they'd actually thought of that. Well, certainly Bartley thought of that. I think he had a smashing game today. I would possibly argue he was the man of the match. He played in front of the two centre-backs there, and here he is here. His strength is great, his reading of the game is really good, but his tackling is brilliant as well. But also, he doesn't panic. He's got Nicholson getting really close to him there, but he's so strong, he's never going to give that away. But he had to make a lot of big decisions in this game as well, because with the Hibs players pushing on so much, looking for the goals at the end of the game, they were left short at the back. Short ball back there, and obviously he's not happy with that. It's far too short. He's got a centre forward who's going to run onto him there. It's 1-on-1. If he gets that wrong now, if he dives in and brings him down, he's going to get sent off.
Sure.
If he even misses the tackle, it's 1-on-1 and the game's finished there. So what you have to make sure you do is do all the right things. You jockey him, you try and stay with him for pace, you make sure you're strong, don't dive in, don't panic, make the tackle when the time's right.
Yeah.
And by the time it comes out here, the impetus has gone out of that attack there from Hearts. And he did it time and again. This one's a particularly good one there, because he's a long way behind here. Look, he's probably 4 or 5 yards behind now. If he doesn't get back there, have a look at what happens there. He's thought about that, and he's working his socks off to get back. If he doesn't get back there, then Lewis Stevenson has to go across. And the problem there is, your man's going straight through the middle there, and there's a great opportunity there. So he read it really well, and again, he doesn't panic. He gets himself into position, but is he going to dive in there? Is he going to do the big World Cup tackle? No, he's not. He's going to slow down, he's going to jock him, and the massed ranks of the Hibs players get back in there. And that's what he did all the way through. And I thought it was absolutely fantastic in the whole of the game, but in the second half particularly, when a lot was asked of him, and he was possibly the star player for Hibs for me today.
Great stuff, Pat. Great.